guys, welcome back to my channel. This is actually kind of wild. I have thought about getting on here and filming for months, but I don't know, I didn't have it in me. I couldn't do it. So I'm here now because I feel ready to get on here and share and be open and vulnerable again. And most importantly, I feel like myself again. And I feel like, you know, for a while there, I kind of lost sight of myself for a minute, and I was just honestly dealing with life and rolling with the punches, and yeah, surviving really. So now I feel like myself, and I feel like the water has kind of cleared and I'm able to come up for a breath, come up for air, and I'm out of my funk. So I wanted to hop back on here and say hello. I missed you guys. I thought about filming like seriously all the time, but I really just couldn't do it. So now I'm here and I'm back and I'm ready to go. But I basically just felt like if I didn't hop on here and give this YouTube thing another chance, I'd always wonder, you know, and that's honestly what pushed me to start this channel, you know, to begin with, is I was terrified, but I knew that if I never gave it a full shot, I would always, you know, just be curious about what could have been. And this is what sparks me. This is what I'm passionate about. I'm so passionate about body positivity and self-love and empowering women. Like, that is what sparks, you know, my whole body and like gets me excited. It's what keeps me up at night. It's just, it's like what is running through my veins, it feels like, you know. And I feel like that's what's important. You need to find something to do with your life, something to do with your career that is just what you are so passionate about and what you believe so strongly, and that is this. So I want to incorporate a lot more body positivity on here. I know I always said that, but in the past I feel like I got into doing other things, and trust me, we'll be doing lots of things on this channel. I kind of want to just have a fresh start and do whatever my heart desires, and I can't promise that my uploading schedule will be consistent as far as like every single week. It'll probably be bi-weekly here at the beginning just while I get back into it. So you'll probably get about 2 videos from me a month, and then I eventually like to get back to doing the 4 a month, but I just don't want to overdo it. I just want to enjoy this process, and I really started this for fun as a hobby. And if it turns into a career, awesome, but I really just want to have fun with this and spread what I'm passionate about. And so even if I can't make this my career, I would still love to make this my hobby and make empowering women and body positivity and all of that jazz a hobby of mine. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out what that means, and I'm gonna probably make mistakes along the way, so bear with me. But yeah, we're here and I'm excited and I'm happy. And I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit of a life update. So the last video you guys saw from me was saying that I was moving to St. George, which I did do. I'm still here. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I'm going to be moving out of this apartment soon, and I actually do have plans to move back up north in the next few months here. I have opportunity to move in with one of my best friends, Liam, so I'm going to take that opportunity, but I still really want to live out of state. So within the next year and a half, 2 years, I want to be moving out of state. So moving back up north is just kind of like a little test run. I want to live in Salt Lake City, see how that feels, being a more of a city dynamic, and living with Liam, because Liam and I have talked about possibly moving out of state together. So we want to give living together a test run. So it's going to be a fun new chapter, a fun new adventure. But I have been living here in St. George for the last 10 months, 9 months, 10 months, 10 months, I think. Anyway, I have been living here since May. I moved, I think my first day here was like May 6th or something. So I've been here for, yeah, about 9-10 months. And it's been awesome in ways. It's been so hard in ways. I finally feel comfortable here, so it's actually a hard decision to move back up north because I kind of want to stay here. But I'm a strong believer that the magic happens outside your comfort zone, and I'm getting comfortable here, so I'm like, why not bump it and let's do something new. So hopefully all goes well. I feel like I am in such a way better place now. I really want to get into therapy once I move back up north, because I'm in this limbo. I'm kind of waiting. But yeah, I want to be really open about all of this stuff on my channel. I have experienced severe anxiety and depression over the last 10 months. Along with everything that 2020 brought for everybody, I just was dealing with a lot of personal stuff. The beginning of last year, I lost my best friend, just parted ways, and I honestly felt like it was like a breakup in a way. You know, I really had to mourn that relationship, and I was still mourning that, you know, March, April, whenever everything shut down and we had the uncertainty, and I started working from home. I was working for Young Living still at that time. So I was working from home. I was home all the time. I still lived with my parents. So April, all that kind of happened. I was coming out of that funk. I was just, you know, whenever you're so close to somebody, it's just really hard when that happens. And at the time it was a really hard part. But you know, as we've both healed and things, like, we're on good terms now. And so I feel like I'm a stronger person because of that. I'm sure that she is too. And that's just life for you, you know, but it did hit me hard, and I was still very much struggling with that, and it was an emotional first few months of 2020. And then everything shut down, everything happened. I got to go on a trip with some of my best friends, Cassie, Riley, and Liam went to Portland and got out of town, and we were actually there whenever they first initially shut down, which is kind of crazy. So I actually so we actually spent like that time there, which I talked about that in my videos kind of before, but I'm kind of giving you guys a little last year in a few minutes. So yeah, we spent that time in Portland. That was seriously like the highlight of like my year. It was literally the best thing. So we had so much fun there, and then came back. I worked at Young Living still, started packing up, moved down here in May, got my job at Fantastic Sam's. I've been working at Fantastic Sam's since I moved here, and that's been amazing. The team there, the girls there, I love it. That is why I'm having a hard time with my decision to move back up north, is because I just love my girls here, the team that I have, and like the friends I've made. It's just been amazing. So yeah, I've loved working at Fantastic Sam's. I've been doing hair, and it's been amazing. But that's come with its own problems, you know, because it's been a rough year for everybody in their job. So we experienced, you know, just a lot of slow months, and so just money was tight and stressful, and I've yet to get my stimulus checks, which I'm hoping I get them with my tax return, but that was its own thing too. But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I moved here in May, and at the beginning of June, my parents told me, and obviously my sisters, that they were going to be getting a divorce, and I was not expecting that, and it hit me really hard. It's still hitting me hard. I have my own battles with that every single day, but I love both my parents so much, and I'm extremely grateful for them and for our family, and luckily we still have a family unit. We still spend time together, but it just was something that I did not see coming. I was very much blindsided and shocked by it, and so I had all of that I was dealing with, along with when I moved down here. I just got so anxious and so depressed. I think a lot of probably kids can relate to that. Just moving out of your parents' home at the beginning is very hard. Plus, I moved out in the middle of the pandemic, and then just a month after that, when I was still having my anxiety and depression. I mean, for the first like 3 or 4 months I lived down here, I felt like I had the flu every single day, and I didn't have COVID yet, but I felt like I had the flu every single day. I would wake up, I'm gonna be candid with you guys here, I had diarrhea. I felt like I was gonna throw up. I couldn't eat. I basically just had like a piece of toast and like peppermint tea, and I would just feel like I was gonna hurl it all up. I'd get to work, I would throw cinnamon gum in my mouth, and chew cinnamon gum to try to help ease my stomach, and I would make it through my shift. And I would basically wake up, go to work, come home, and I would just stay in my room. And I would watch TV, and I was just like seriously so depressed. And I had so much anxiety, like holy crap, I have not experienced anxiety like that before. So yeah, I was just dealing with all of that, and then and then my parents' divorce on top of it, plus the pandemic. I wasn't making any money. Basically, it was just a rough few months. I didn't get my stimulus check. It was just like one thing after the other, after the other, after the other. And I know everyone had a hard year in themselves, and I'm not saying that like, oh, my life's so terrible, but it was hard. I think we can all agree 2020 was a really hard year, and I was not myself. The hardest thing for me is I'm a pretty happy, bubbly person. Those that know me know that. And I would look in the mirror, and it's like the light was out of my eyes. Like, I would just see the sadness in my eyes, and it just killed me. Like, I've always been a strong believer that happiness is a choice, and you wake up and you decide to be happy. Like, it doesn't just come naturally all the time. You know, sometimes you just have a really good day, but sometimes you just don't. And life is hard, and it's scary, and it's sad. And I was waking up, and it was like I couldn't even choose to be happy. Like, I was in such a funk. Like, I was so depressed. And I really understand that now. I really understand mental illness, and I understand where people are coming from when they talk about that. but yeah, it's just a really real thing, and it's something that I experienced for months, and it was really hard. And I just have had a lot of like just a lot of hard things, family drama, just kind of getting used to the whole, you know, my parents being divorced, and my mom stayed in the house that I moved out of, and my dad lives in the house like 5 minutes away. And so it's just like that. You just have to adjust. Life is so different now for me. And so it's just, it is what it is, and that is life. And I am still extremely blessed, and I'm so grateful to honestly have had everything happen that has happened, because I know that I'm getting stronger because of it, and I'm learning and I'm growing. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be honest, and I was so depressed and I was so sad, and I was not me. So I could not sit down in a camera and pretend to be happy whenever I wasn't. I was not particularly happy with my life. I was very sad, and I didn't really want to live anymore, you know, and I gave up. I stopped living. I survived. I just did what I had to do until I could get back home and get back in my bed again. And so that's just the truth. And I'm not gonna lie, I still have days that are just like that. You know, I had a day last week that was just like that. I was in tears, crying, having the worst panic attack of my entire life, and I felt like shit. But that was last week. That was that day. And it's just like, I get to this point where I'm like, okay, I just need to pick myself up and take it one day at a time, you know. And I'm a really big planner, and I just have to stop that and just enjoy the moment, live for the now. So I'm so blessed. I live with my sister and her fiance, and it's been amazing living here. It's had its own challenges, 100%. That's just, I think, living with family. But yeah, it's just what it is. So I wanted to just get on here. I don't want to harp on this for very long. I don't want to make this what my channel is about, but I want to be open and honest. So like, I am going to be getting into therapy, and when I get into therapy, I'm sure we'll have talks about that, because I'm sure that will come with its own set of problems. But this channel is basically like, it's almost like a way for me to like keep track and like a diary of my life, and be open and candid and honest with you guys, and make you guys, bring you guys up, I can't even talk, bring you guys along for the journey. And so I'm Kennedy. I like makeup. I love hair. I'm very passionate about body positivity and women empowerment, and just making women feel beautiful. And if you share some of those interests with me, if you like to laugh, if you like to smile, if you like to be happy, if you like to do weird things, because I am super weird and I have my quirks, but if you like all of that, then please hit that subscribe button, and please come back and, you know, enter this journey with me, because this is just basically me living my life. And I just want to bring you guys along for the journey, because this is what I love, and I want to share the things I'm passionate about, and this is the best way that I know how I can do that. Present day Kennedy here, hence the purple hair. That's gross gym hair from this morning. But I wanted to hop on here and just add in a couple more things that I didn't say in the video that I filmed a few weeks back. I just wanted to basically just say, part of this and me sharing my journey is because life is so fucking hard. Like, sorry to use the language, but it is just how it is. Life is so hard. And I think that that's, something that I've learned a ton with my time this last year. But basically the whole point of this is, yes, for me to kind of leave a journal and leave, you know, I guess like bring you guys along for this journey with me and kind of just share my life. But it's also so that we don't have to go through this alone. Like, I want you guys to feel like, you know, the things that I struggle with, I know a lot of people are struggling with as well. And we can be a tribe. We can, you know, be a group that stands together and knows that we don't stand alone, that we aren't alone in this. So I just wanted to pop in and say that real quick, that even though we're going to be coming along for this journey, and it's going to be showing my life and what like my happy days, my sad days, the things that bring me joy, my quirks, my weirdness, all of that, I want to remain true to who I am, and I want this to be super open and honest in a way that we can kind of become friends and be a community with each other. And I want my channel to always remain authentic and know that what you see here is what you get in person as well. And I just want to make sure everyone knows that you're not going through this life alone, and that I want to be here to lift you guys up, and hopefully you guys can do the same for me, and we can just be a little bit of a loving community for each other. So I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, but we'll continue on with past Kennedy. So this channel is going to be similar to what it was before, but honestly very different, because I'm very different, and I want to come at this with a different approach because I feel differently about this. Like, this is literally just me trying to live my life to its fullest. And I think last year taught everybody how delicate life is, and you're not promised tomorrow. So you gotta make the best with what you have today. So yeah, if you guys want to be along for this journey and kind of embark on this ride with me, then let's do it. I'm super excited. I'll have links down below, my Instagram and my Snapchat. You can subscribe. I don't post a lot on there, but I want to start posting more. I really want to try to incorporate like quotes onto my Instagram page, uplifting, inspiring ones, outfit of the days. Like, I really want to start posting more fashion stuff and just being comfortable in my skin, because I'm not gonna lie, I have my bad days and I've been in a little bit of a funk myself with my self-worth, and I'm done with that. That's bullshit. I'm happy. I love myself. All of my fat, all my rolls, they are beautiful. They are amazing, and we're gonna celebrate that, because why the hell not? So follow my Instagram for sure, because I'm gonna definitely be posting a lot more on there. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and catching up with me today, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will probably be an apartment tour, because I want to show you guys this apartment before I move. Because I have been living here for 10 months, and I did tell you guys I would do an apartment tour when I moved here, and I never did. So stay tuned for an apartment tour coming probably 2 weeks from whenever I post this. But yes, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.